I know God won't give me anything I can't handle. I just wish He didn't trust me so much. Every time you smile at someone, it is an action of love, a gift to that person, a beautiful thing. Prayer is not asking. Prayer is putting oneself in the hands of God, at His disposition, and listening to His voice in the depth of our hearts. Be faithful in small things because it is in them that your strength lies. Being unwanted, unloved, uncared for, forgotten by everybody, I think that is a much greater hunger, a much greater poverty than the person who has nothing to eat. Do not think that love, in order to be genuine, has to be extraordinary. What we need is to love without getting tired. Good works are links that form a chain of love. Loneliness and the feeling of being unwanted is the most terrible poverty. Let us more and more insist on raising funds of love, of kindness, of understanding, of peace. Money will come if we seek first the kingdom of God, the rest will be given. There are no great things, only small things with great love. Happy are those. I am a little pencil in the hand of a writing God who is sending a love letter to the world. I do not pray for success, I ask for faithfulness. Many people mistake our work for our vocation. Our vocation is the love of Jesus. I think I'm more difficult than critical. Sweetest Lord, make me appreciative of the dignity of my high vocation, and its many responsibilities. Never permit me to disgrace it by giving way to coldness, unkindness, or impatience. The hunger for love is much more difficult to remove than the hunger for bread. I have found the paradox, that if you love until it hurts, there can be no more hurt, only more love. I want you to be concerned about your next door neighbor. Do you know your next door neighbor? If we have no peace, it is because we have forgotten that we belong to each other. If you can't feed 100 people, then feed just one. I try to give to the poor people for love what the rich could get for money. No, I wouldn't touch a leper for 1,000 pounds, yet I willingly cure him for the love of God. God doesn't require us to succeed, He only requires that you try. Live simply so others may simply live. If we want a love message to be heard, it has got to be sent out. To keep a lamp burning, we have to keep putting oil in it. It is not the magnitude of our actions but the amount of love that is put into them that matters. It is poverty to decide that a child must die so that you may live as you wish. Joy is a net of love by which you can catch souls. Do not wait for leaders, do it alone, person to person. Everybody today seems to be in such a terrible rush, anxious for greater developments and greater riches and so on, so that children have very little time for their parents. Parents have very little time for each other, and in the home begins the disruption of peace of the world. We shall never know all the good that a simple smile can do. It is a kingly act to assist the fallen. We think sometimes that poverty is only being hungry, naked and homeless. The poverty of being unwanted, unloved and uncared for is the greatest poverty. We must start in our own homes to remedy this kind of poverty. I see somebody dying, I pick him up. I find somebody hungry, I give him food. He can love and be loved. I don't look at his color, I don't look at his religion. I don't look at anything. Every person, whether he is Hindu, Muslim or Buddhist, he is my brother, my sister. The future is so much in the hands of God. I find it much more easy to accept today because yesterday is gone and tomorrow has not come and I have only today. We have been created for greater things, to love and be loved. I do not agree with the big way of doing things. To us, what matters is an individual. Let us touch the dying, the poor, the lonely and the unwanted according to the graces we have received, and let us not be ashamed or slow to do the humble work. Love is a fruit in season at all times, and within reach of every hand.